Well, why didn't he say that?
That's what I'm saying. A man may not know.
Why?
Or a man
What's
may not
wrong
do
with
it.
him? What's wrong
but
with
it doesn't
him?
matter if a woman is interested in wanting to get to know this dude. Then I don't think in 2023
Is he interested?
we don't know, but she's letting him know that she's interested in being pursued. So here's an example. I was out one time and I was by myself. This is when I was married.
This when you was married?
Yeah.
What the heck we talking about?
I'm about to explain to you.
What the heck?
Listen, I was out one time.
No more outs by yourself.
I feel like I need a. Oh, that's what's missing. I knew something was missing. In 5, 4, 3.
Action.
Welcome back
Why
to the
did
Heath
you
and Bernie Show.
Why do you do that?
That's my introduction.
Okay. What?
Ready?
No.
1, 2, 3. It's the Heath and Bernie Show. Yeah. How y'all doing? I'm Heath.
I'm Bernie.
You sure?
I think so. I'm Bernie today. Yeah. That's who I am.
We are the Heath and Bernie Show. We are a married couple that does stuff together. We hang out and
We
live
do
together.
stuff together.
We live together.
We live together.
We live together.
We do
stuff
everything together.
Right.
We used to work together too, and people say, "Y'all don't get on each other's nerves," and we'd be like, "Nope."
We work together.
Used
we
to eat lunch
work on the
together.
same team.
Yeah.
We ate lunch together. We drove in together. We went to church together. We did everything together.
Everything. And
For
everybody
like
was
the
like,
first 8 years.
I know. And people would thought like, "Don't y'all get on each other's nerves?" And I was like,
No.
"No, my best friend. I like being with him."
Yeah, that's why I married her. It wasn't until later till you got on my nerves.
Oh, well, yeah. That's when all the stuff was like, "What? No."
There's like stuff that
It wasn't later. It was at the beginning. Kind of like, all that, that adjusting period when you
Right.
get married. You have to adjust. Things can't be Bernadette Wall's way.
Right.
Things can't be Heath Wiggins' way. It has to be the Wiggins household way where we both compromise and things have to change.
And we had to learn what that Wiggins household way was.
Right, because it's very different in both our minds.
Right.
Because we're coming from two different values, beliefs. But ours is kind of similar.
Yeah.
We didn't have to some people had to come really far to try to get to that middle. But we ain't had to come that far. We just had to come a little far. Let's meet right here.
Because we already were in sync with a lot of things that we did and believed. It was just finding out the nuances and the idiosyncrasies.
It's really the major things we are good on, but it's the little small things like personality. We're complete opposites that we had to learn to like.
Right.
Those are the things that could get on your nerves and you don't want to be bothered. But those are little. They're not deal breakers. Other things are deal breakers.
True. So today, last time I said, okay, we're not going to have a long topic. And then we ended up going hour and 14 minutes.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah, it's too long. And so I wanted to do a short topic today, hopefully. And so today we're going to talk about, and this really doesn't apply to us, but we reached out to, some of you all reached out to us based upon our last video that we made and asked for some tips or some topics for our scenario game that we do. And so someone gave us a topic, and we'll do a scenario later on. But the overarching topic is dating after divorce. Like a lot of older couples, just withdrawn. A lot of people,
withdrawn.
A lot of people who who were married once before. Or I'm not gonna say dating after divorce. I'm saying dating in your 40s
older
and 50s.
age, yeah, 50s,
in your 40s and 50s, right?
Yeah, 40s.
Because some people
late 40s, 50s.
Some people we know. We just went to a wedding of someone who got married for the first time, and she's in her 50s. Went to the wedding.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We sure did. Oh yeah. Never been married. First time.
And so we also know people that have been married and have gotten divorced, and now they're in their 50s and 60s, and they are trying to date, and then out here in these streets, and they're like, what's going on out here in the streets? Or what do you mean or not?
They're not in the streets. They're just out. I mean, they're just neither or. Like they're not like dating, they're not looking, they're just out here, just not married anymore or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
they're
Yeah, yeah,
just
yeah.
chilling.
So they're just chilling.
Yeah.
So, but we talk about people who are dating and who want to date and who are trying to figure all this
Or
dating stuff
being
out
pursued.
or being
And
pursued.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So we really didn't prepare for this. So we just gonna fly off the cuff and just talk about it as if we are talking about it for the first time because we are. So dating when you are divorced or either you've never been married before in your 50s and 60s. I look at a lot of um, people who are in that category, and I'm like, well, let's break up the two. Let's break up the two people who have been married before and they're divorced and they're trying to date again, or they've never been married before because they may be people in the both categories, and there's different,
right.
I guess, things to talk about for both categories. So for the people that have had never been married before, then if you're dating and you're like trying to get married, and you want somebody to choose you, I guess I'm talking about women because if a man's doing the choosing.
I don't know. They say these days the women be doing all kinds of stuff that makes me very uncomfortable.
Because we did that. We watched that. We reviewed that whole show, Marry Me Now.
Craziness.
Yeah.
I was irritated the whole time I had to review that.
But it's your idea.
Was it my idea? It's never my idea.
Actually, well,
I go along.
I think it was
you
already watched shows like that.
I knew about the show, and you was like, "Oh, we should do a review." That's what it was.
Right.
Yeah, I do watch a lot of Married and 90 Day Fiance, Married at First Sight stuff, reality stuff.
Right.
It's entertaining.
So if you are never been married and you are in your 50s, 60s, 40s, 50s, 60s, I guess the first thing I would say is don't dictate the process. Don't try to dictate how someone will approach you or how someone will what they need to do in order to win you over, because when you are at that age, you have a lot of experience and you have a lot of things that you like to see done and want to see done a certain type of way. But if you want to make room for somebody, you have to allow them to approach you in the way that's comfortable for you. I'm not talking about what they say and how they do it, but I'm with respect to do they buy you flowers? Do they take you out? Do they fly you out? You get flued out? All that stuff. I'm not talking about that.
Flued out.
I'm talking about if you meet somebody in a store, you meet somebody in Walmart, you'd be like, oh no, what you doing shopping in Walmart? Nigga, you in Walmart. What you talking about? But don't dictate the process. Or if you think somebody should approach you with, I heard somebody say, if you're gonna come to me, you gotta come up offering gifts first. Not offering gifts. We gotta offer something. You have to have something in hand that you're offering in order to date me. Don't do that.
I don't even know if I like you. Why am I offering you anything?
Because dudes nowadays, they're not out here like trying to win you over with money, especially those who are like seriously trying to find a relationship. They're like they're trying to test you to see if you're not trying to get their money. Yeah. But if you are older, and if a guy is older, then they've been around the block. They probably divorced, got kids. So
I have a question.
Yeah.
The people that are older in this space, are they comfortable with the new way of trying to date, which is all social media? Like they got to go on the line. I mean, online, whole, I would just be so single if I had to do this.
They don't act like they're comfortable. And they're not
comfortable because what they're used to. You think about back in the day, how you would get together. That whole social media thing, oh my gosh, I just
feel. But they need to become.
I know it's important because that's the only way people meet now, or something.
That's not the only way. That's the majority of way people meet now.
Ugh, that's so terrible.
To me, it makes sense because it's a numbers thing. If you want to meet somebody, and you are trying to meet somebody through a friend, or meet somebody at church, or meet somebody at a activity that you are familiar with, you don't know if that person is trash. You don't know how much time you're wasting in order to get to know that person or to do whatever with that person. And that's a waste of your time. But if you are on somebody's app and you're trying to like find out if this person is serious or if this person has intentions, the whole premise of being on the app is because both of y'all are trying to find out the same thing. So, let's... Why are you laughing?
Because the whole time you talk about this, I just have one thing in my head going on. Like back in the day, the old folks was like, the devil, the internet is the devil. And I'm just thinking about how the app and all them people, it's crazy people out there. I know this is not the only way, but it's the way people got to meet. I get that. I understand.
You're meeting crazy people out there regardless.
Yeah, you are. Period. You are. But don't you think you got like it's more, you could run into more crazies because of the way the social media thing goes? Don't you run into more as opposed to if you just met one person, a crazy person at the store, or met a crazy person at a apartment building?
So I'll say this: it's just scary. You can meet more crazy people online.
I think it's a lot more
because you're meeting more people online.
Yeah, right.
But if let's say you meet one person and you don't find out he's crazy until month number 2, or you find out, okay, this person's not for me. You done wasted 2 months instead of being on somebody's app, swiping and having a conversation with somebody on the app, and then finding out they crazy over a conversation.
Yeah,
through a text message. But see, this would be killing me, because people in this age range, they try to act like they're not on social media.
Age range?
In the 40s, 50s, 60s.
Oh.
They try to act like they're not on social media like that. But they be on social media watching stuff.
Yeah.
They be on social media scrolling through.
They be undercover. What do you call it? Stalkers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not snipers, stalkers.
They be on apps just scrolling, looking at everybody else's content, but don't want to post none of their own.
Cause they know it's entertaining.
Yeah. So you don't
want to be the entertainment.
So you're already on the app though.
Yeah, but I don't want to be. I don't want the app to be about me. I don't want to be connected to it. I just want to look. Right. It's like TV. I don't want to be on TV. I just want to look at it.
Well, if you want a relationship and you want to meet people,
I know
the way to do it nowadays is, dating. I mean, think of it this way. If you were dating, let's say even when we were dating in the 90s, if you were dating back in the 90s, and we were dating back in the 90s, and somebody...
We didn't date, but go ahead.
But we were in the dating.
Okay.
You
mean just in general?
Yeah, in general.
Oh.
When we were dating.
I didn't do that either.
If we were like, well, no, I'm going to wait for my parents to hook me up with somebody or meet somebody, and I only can go on a chaperone date. Go on a chaperone date with my parents, because that was the traditional way of dating back in the day. You would have to, get, your parents would escort the girl out, and you go pick the girl up from the father's house, or there was a range type of situation.
It's just the whole swipe left, swipe right, talk to all these people, do this, do that. It's so uncomfortable to me because I was the type of person. You like me, I like you. We're in a relationship now.
Right.
That's just, and then, when that's over, that's over. But I never so many, you gotta. Yeah. So it's just very uncomfortable.
But someone like you actually would be, if you were dating back in the day, it actually would be really good because.
For the social media
Yes,
thing?
Because you would not have to interact with people.
That's too many.
You wouldn't have to interact with a lot of people.
Why not?
Because you're on an app and all you're doing is texting initially.
But that's too many people. I don't want a whole bunch. I don't want a lot of people.
But you're not making connections with the too many people.
Oh,
you're just like, oh, this person looks interesting. Let me just, how are you doing? Or if there's somebody.
But don't you do that several times with several different people until you like somebody?
Yeah, but you're not building no connection with. You're not in a relationship with them. You're not even entertaining them as like a serious person. You're like, both of y'all are on here trying to get to know who do I want to date.
Yeah, but that's my point. If I was on social media and I start talking to somebody and he start talking back, that's my man now.
No, it's not your man. No, it's not.
We having conversations. Yeah, you like me, I like you.
No, we don't. I don't. You like me, I like you. Hasn't been determined yet.
But you keep talking to me. I keep talking to you. We talk.
So wait a minute.
Back in the day, that's how it went.
So that's why we got married, because I kept talking to you.
No.
I just basically told you I wanted to marry you.
Right. You can't use you. No, I'm just saying. See, you gotta take social media out. Say we wasn't talking about. I see you somewhere. You're talking to me. But you're always talking to me, and you're showing interest to me all the time. So I show interest back. Guess what? We we in a relationship.
That is not.
I know
But
that's
okay,
wrong, but that's how.
so that's when you were in
That's
your
how it
30s.
ended up
That's when you were in
with
your
me
30s,
all the
20s
time.
and
It's
30s.
like, oh, we together now.
But if you were older, you probably wouldn't want to enter a relationship that quickly now.
No.
And so it'd be more advantageous to you to have small conversations with people that you might be interested in and see if y'all want to even take it to a next level. I know some people that they're like, they don't want to have more people that they are talking to at the same time. They're like, I only want to talk to one person.
Exactly. See, that's how I think I would be. That's too many. It's too much.
Which is fine. But if you're talking to one person, y'all have to get to the talking stage. Y'all in the I just met you stage.
Right. But okay, if you just met and you keep texting or whatever, you do back and forth. Yeah. How many times we got to talk back and forth?
I don't know. I don't know. Because most people in that age, they know right away. They're like, okay, is this going to be worth my time or not? You by day 2, you're like, okay, let me see what this is about. Or you're like, oh no, I'm not. I'm moving on. It's not a lot of this young stuff going on. I was looking at some text messages. I was looking at some. I was on the Shade Room and I was looking at.
What the heck is a Shade Room?
Bernie.
Wait, did you tell me?
Are you serious
right
now?
Did I forget about the Shade Room? Wait, remind me.
Do you not know what the Shade Room is? It's an Instagram page that has a lot of gossip and stuff on it.
I think you told me that's where. Okay, I think you mentioned that to me before. That's where one of our young nieces always be there.
Yes,
I don't want
to
say the
name. Her news.
Okay, I remember, but I've never been in the Shade Room, right?
Thought you.
How do you get there?
Have you ever been in the Shade? No, you've never been in the Shade Room.
I don't even know how you get there.
If you don't even know what the Shade Room is, then no, you haven't been in the Shade Room.
I don't want to be in the Shade Room.
No, you should not be in the Shade Room.
What's in there?
Just
bad things?
Gossip and stories and
about
stuff.
Stars.
Yeah, or somebody would post a meme in there about something.
Why is it called the Shade Room? What goes on in there? What's happening? Why is it called the Shade Room?
Because
like it's throwing shade. Oh, that's
Jesus.
why. Dang, I didn't know it meant like that. I didn't know it meant like, so it's like Black Twitter or something where they be talking about people.
Black Twitter is not really a real
Twitter.
thing. It's a thing that people have made up about black people on Twitter, and they all say the same black stuff.
There's not a thing that's a Twitter and it's just for black people. It's just black people between them. We don't have our own channel.
No, we don't have our own channel. Jesus.
I thought Black Twitter was our own channel.
What am I doing? Oh my! I be trying to keep her abreast of things,
so
and
wait,
she just
I didn't know.
don't want to. She just don't want to keep. I don't know what to do.
Well,
I just don't even have to fight no more.
I get the Shade Room because people throw shade. I get it. I didn't know that's why it was called that.
Okay, something in my eye. Yeah. So I forgot what I was gonna say. I was on the Shade Room, and
you saw something.
Oh, it was what were we talking about? Because it was a scenario. I was looking at Shade Room. Oh yeah, that's what it was. I was on the Shade Room and I was looking at somebody posted transcripts of a text message.
And that's what they be doing in the Shade Room. Wow. And it's real text messages. Whoa, that is so messed up. Woo. Wow.
And it was a transcript of a text message of people that were like on a dating app.
Okay.
And the woman was saying, I think the guy was saying, no, the woman was saying, it was a guy that said, hey, let's meet up for lunch. I want to take you out. She's like, okay, or dinner or something. I'll take you out. He's like, okay, yeah, that's cool. Let's pick some place. Where do you want to go? And he's like, oh, I was thinking of some place local, someplace close by. She's like, well, I was thinking about this place in this city. And it was like, that's like 45 minutes away. That's a little bit far. And she was saying, then she responded back, said, well, I think I've been to all places around here locally. That's kind of like pretty much boring to me. I want to do something different. He was like, ma'am, I was just.
Why you keep ma'am her?
He's like, ma'am, I just wanted to take you out real quick just to see if I'm getting ready
to know. You. Have they met at all yet?
No.
Come on, lady.
I want to take you out just to get to know you. Can we just go someplace closer? No response. He's like,
Oh.
can you tell me, what are we doing? Am I meeting you there or what?
Oh, he's still trying?
No response. Like,
Oh.
could you have the decency to at least contact me
Oh.
and let me know what's going on?
That sounds like a nice
No response.
guy. Why
And
does he keep trying?
she's like, sir, you've made this weird now.
Oh my
That's okay. No,
gosh.
thank you. You can lose my number.
Oh, that's sad. I feel sorry for him.
So that's an example of you can enter in.
See,
you don't
that
have
was too
that
much.
was probably an afternoon's conversation. That's probably was a 2-3 hour conversation at most, and you have just ruled out a person that you would have probably had to go out to eat with if you met them in real life. Go out to eat with, have a conversation, and realize that neither one of them. I'm not saying that she was wrong and he was wrong.
Yeah,
but neither
like
one of them.
They're not gonna mesh.
Neither one of them is going to mesh. So it's like, it's best to do that in a chat, and you don't have no vested interest, no feelings have been hurt, and everything's. You move on to the next.
I can see how you could do that several times all over the place and end up with nobody and be fine. Like,
you would do that if you did nothing. You would end up with nobody if you did nothing.
No, I meant like if you do that all the time, different conversation, whatever, and that becomes like the thing as opposed to actually being with somebody.
Well, I think that's why people are fatigued from online dating, because it's so emotionally taxing, and I think that is one of the downsides of people who attach emotions to these micro interactions. That's a good word. I just made that up. These micro interactions through a text message or through a chat. You are doing micro interactions with people, and you are attaching, I like you, or I'm trying to pursue you feelings to it. Not all the time, but I think if you don't have any attachment to those interactions, then you're using these interactions as a way to try to find out if you want to get to know this person. Not like, oh, let me get to know this person. No, you're just trying to see if you want to get to know this person.
I'm so old school.
But that's my point. People who are in our age group, they are so old school, so they're not looking at this new opportunity to meet new people.
What new opportunity? Online?
Online. To meet new people. So the whole point of this, point number one, is if you're dating, you need to get used to being online and look at these as kind of micro interactions and not something that is you're building a relationship with this person who you're just chatting with through an app. What, Bernie?
I was just thinking. I think I would want to if I had to. I wouldn't want to do social media if I was single. I would, if I was gonna. If this is like after marriage, not just never being married, but I would want somebody to like introduce. Like if somebody said, "Oh, I want you to meet somebody," that's probably how I would meet somebody. Otherwise, I don't know if I would be out there.
And the research has shown that only happens, I think, like 20% of the time. How people meet now.
Yeah.
At least this study was done, I think 2019, so it's old. But last year or a year or two ago, I saw a report that said that people the meeting of somebody is like 20% of the time. I'm thinking it's like somewhere between, I'm just say 20%. I think 16 is what's coming to mind, but I'll just give it up to 20%. So out of all the people that met someone, 20%. So if you're in that 20%, you go ahead. But 39% of people met online. So the odds are better for you to meet someone online than for you to wait for somebody to introduce you.
Well, there may be some people out in the older age group that is all in on the social media and is killing in the game and understand how to use the phone and everything.
Yeah. Our friend that worked for Elevation, that's how she Placida. That's how she met her husband.
Oh, really?
Yep. Online, one date, one interaction. He saw her, reached out, they talked. Let's get married.
Boom. Really?
Boom. Married for like 10, 12 years now.
Wow.
In their 40s.
That's amazing. That happened in their 40s?
I don't know.
That's amazing. That's good.
Yeah. So it's so if you've never been married before, I think that's your best bet. I mean, I could tell you meet somebody at church, don't do that. Because church folk just as there's no difference between church folk dating and regular folk dating. There's no difference. There's not one whatsoever. There's supposed to be, but there isn't one. I mean, maybe there might be. Let me just say this, because for us it was different. But maybe there's some people. I would say, I withdraw that, and I'll say there's a small percentage of people who date the way church folks supposed to date, and
what is the way
church folks supposed to date is subjective to your church, because
that's what I was going to say. It's very different.
Yeah, that determines based upon whatever church you go to. That will determine like what dating should look like. Because at our church, it was said that you should date people in 4 seasons.
Which church you talking about? This one?
Yeah, our current church.
Oh, okay.
They said you should date people in 4 seasons, like summer, winter, spring, and fall, so you can be around. You can be around them in all 4 seasons to see how they interact and operate, and before you get engaged or get married or anything like that.
So have churches just completely dropped the group dating scenario thing?
So the whole group dating thing.
Everybody go together and see. Then if you in the group, see if you want to specialize on somebody. You see if you want to specialize on somebody, which now when you specialize, now you're courting. Well, wait, sir, ma'am, wait. I'm not ready. I just wanted to hang out.
Yeah, the specialized dating process was
that whole process.
It was like you want to. This is what we came up under. If you go in group dates, right? But then if you look at somebody's character, and if you see that character in the group,
don't be alone.
See that character, you want to pull them aside as a brother and sister in Christ.
Stop talking like that.
And then you say you're not interested in getting to know you better. I don't know what you say.
That worked out though for some people.
But you want to specialize with that person, and then you start dating that person. Then you get engaged. That's why I wrote my book, His Leadership Her Trust, because there's no definitive process about how to date somebody and move from I like you to getting married in the Bible. There's no definitive process. There's nothing that's been written in the Bible that has said this is how you do it. There are examples in the Bible of how it was done, but nothing like this is how you do it. So because of that, churches were making up their own processes.
They try to come up with the safest process they could think of in their mind, because some of them groups might have turned into something not good.
I've been a part of some groups.
Oh, wait, stop. Delete.
No further comment.
Cut the tape. I don't even know how to do it. Cut.
You did it this time. You did it like that last time.
I don't know.
You did it like that.
Oh.
Yeah. Some of them groups turn into group activities.
Not the good kind. Well, might have been good for some. Anyway, I wasn't part of no group. Nothing.
So that was what we came up under, the specialized process. So there was no biblical way that the Bible says this is how you do it. There were examples of how it was done, but it was nothing prescriptive. So churches came up with their own, and that was what you're supposed to do at that church. And if you didn't do it, then it was like, it was
like you said, it's different everywhere, different churches and how it's taught.
That's why I don't prescribe a specific dating, and I don't have a way that people should. That's why the online dating, when that came out, it was like, that's of the devil. But I was
the internet was already the devil. If you ask any of the old folks back in the day, the whole internet is the devil. So
but the online,
now you put dating on there,
and then they got
that's Sodom and Gomorrah. Are you kidding? They all going to hell. Are you kidding?
But if you do online dating, it is taxing, but it's no more taxing than it is if you meet somebody in real life. It's actually less taxing if you don't attach any of your relationship based emotions to these micro interactions.
So some people might be comfortable at older age on social media and dating. So who were you talking about? That was
the single folks.
So what about the people who've been married before? So they got a whole bunch of walls and stuff.
Yeah, if you've been married before, you need some time.
Yeah.
To
my brother say he need about 10 years.
Yeah,
that's what he need. He needed 10 years after his divorce.
Depending on how that relationship ended, you might need some time to heal.
He probably needs some more years from his 10 years. You need some time to be alone
and not be encumbered by somebody else's wants and desires and preferences, and except for if you have children, except for those. For some people, having children is like, okay, I can pour my time and dedication to the children already and not have to be encumbered by being mindful of a husband or wife. So you have that. If you are, if you do not have custody of your children, and you want to start dating, or if you don't have children and you're divorced and you want to start dating, then that whole process, you still need time. Let's just say you need some time if you're coming off a divorce.
Yeah, always.
Right. Let me ask you this. Do you think that people should date while they are kind of getting themselves time to heal from whatever they've been through?
I think it depends on what kind of situation they just came out of. Was it peaceful? Was it crazy? Was it amicable? Because you probably don't want to be bothered with nobody if it was not amicable, because you
Right.
still reeling. But I think I don't know. From what I have seen, most women after divorce ain't looking for nothing.
Right.
They don't want no husband, no man. They don't want nothing for a while. And eventually they might get married. I know a lot of people, and especially a lot in my family, people who got divorced, the boys who got divorced, remarried.
Right.
Women still ain't thinking about no marriage and
Right.
don't want to be married no more ever. So, but it's not just in my family.
Let's say you
a
do
lot
want
of
to get married
women
again, or you
don't
do want
want
to
to remarry because it's a lot of work.
Right. But let's say, okay, let's take them off the table because they don't want to get married.
The women?
The people who don't want to get married again.
But that's a lot of women. You look at people who get divorced. Most women don't end up with a man again. They don't want it sometimes. If you just think of people in general, all the men remarry real quick, fast, in a hurry.
I know some women who got married again.
Okay.
Yeah, I know some women that got married again. But I don't disagree with you. But let's say for those people who do want a relationship, I'll say let's take marriage off the table.
Yeah.
Who want a relationship again? Because they may not want to get married, but they want a relationship.
What was the question?
I forgot.
Oh, you said, do I think they want to? I don't remember. Sorry.
Well, let me just ask this then. I think this is along the lines of the question. For people who want to get married again and they've been divorced, do you how do you think they should go about approaching that situation?
Oh, that's kind of what you asked. They want to get married again, and they got. Well, I think, like we said, they need to first still take some time and make sure
after they taking the time.
Oh, this after they take the time.
Yeah.
That so they're all healed from whatever that they whatever. I don't know how they should go about it. Because the thing that I'm thinking that they're gonna have to do is that social media thing, and that's very uncomfortable to me. But it's not about me. So I guess they would have to get on social media, or maybe they know they have a friend to say, "Hey, let me introduce you to this somebody," or whatever. Maybe that could be an easier way to ease back into the daily life if somebody wanted to introduce them to somebody.
Do you think that a woman should approach somebody that they might be interested in and want to...
Let me stop you right there. I don't think a woman should ever be approaching no man.
Okay.
I can't. I mean, I know that's what women do today and whatever, and that's, I'm a boss, whatever. I don't think women should be approaching a man. That just don't sit right with me. I mean, it's like you showing all your cards if you doing all that. And I mean, I feel like he's not.
But what cards are they showing?
Well, my point is, the man already know you kind of like him. So
that's the point.
I know, but still
you're interested in
whatever.
Yeah.
But what turns a man on? I'm not turn them on, but it's the pursuit. They like the pursuit. That's their nature or whatever. So if you walking up and already cutting that off and letting just his thought pattern. If the woman's coming to me saying, "Hey, you want to go out, whatever," I feel like he feel like, "Oh, I don't got to do too much. I don't got to work too hard because she already asking me." So it's already, you done chopped off half of any kind of thing he was going to try and do. Maybe, I don't know. I just, to me, I think you should let the man pursue a woman. But a lot of women, they think
Well,
that's fine.
I think one of the problems with that is that men, especially if a man has been divorced or if he's older, he has a lot of options, especially now. He has a lot of options for him to choose from, and he can like sit back and wait and figure out what he wants to do. But if a woman approaches him and is like, I'm interested in you, or I'm interested in getting to know you, but not making it, because there's ways that a woman can let a man know she's interested in being pursued. That's the best way.
That's different than opposed to her approaching him.
No, it's not different, because if you are approaching a man to let him know you are interested in being pursued by him, it's still putting the ball in his court in order to pursue you. You don't have to play yourself and be like chasing a man, but you can let a man know that you think he's handsome.
But you can already let him know that if you in the same room with him without even saying nothing.
How? What?
If y'all all in the same room and people are looking, and it's just nobody's really talking, but you listen. Let me. A woman know when a man is interested in her. It's not difficult. It's not like. My point is, when a man is interested in somebody, he's gonna make that beeline and he's gonna make it known.
No.
Okay,
I'm
thinking of old people back in the day, because that ain't what these young kids do. He might not.
That's what I'm saying.
That ain't what these young kids do.
Now. I'm not talking about young. We're talking about people who are like in my age or older.
But wait.
If he is interested in a woman and he's been in a relationship before or been divorced or whatever, and he might not, even though he may be attracted to that woman, he might not approach that woman for a various number of reasons. Maybe he has insecurity issues. Maybe his self-esteem is shot. Maybe he doesn't know if he's going to be rejected.
Older people?
I'm talking about older people.
Okay.
I mean, that stuff's still real for older people.
I know it's still real, but my point is, if a man is really interested in you, you will know it.
No, that's not true anymore.
Okay.
It's not.
It's not true anymore.
It's not true anymore.
So they could be real interested in just sitting over doing, just acting retarded.
Yes.
Everybody, anybody, young, old, that's what they do.
Yeah.
So, okay.
I mean, then there's an example of somebody that has been praying and fasting about someone.
But that's my point. They've made it known.
Just now.
Made it known.
Just now.
What do you mean just now? No, they made it known.
Just now. But that has been, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since dude was over there lurking in the cut, looking and eyeing.
But no, he made it known, because the only reason why they made it known with gifts.
That's currently, but how long had he been sitting on that?
Well, he had to sit on, because everybody was not available.
How long was he not available? How long was he?
I don't know. The people was married and divorced and stuff.
So that's my point. I understand what you're saying.
But you see what he's doing? You see?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. He just, that's what I'm talking about.
After several years, I would say.
Okay. Well, I don't know what's wrong with men and why they need to get there.
So I think it's okay for a woman to let it be known that she's interested in being pursued. I know some women take it to another level.
The way you're saying that, I don't disagree with that. But you said a woman approaching a man and saying, "Hey, how you doing? I'm interested," and letting him know you like him. Like, I want to be with you, not you want to be with them. But I feel like you're doing too much when you do that, because
you might be doing too much. But I think there's ways that a woman can be less obvious and be more. A little flirting.
You could do that without all that approaching and being the first to. But I just think the man needs to be the one coming towards you. I mean, approaching you, as opposed to a woman approaching a man, because I feel like you just.
I think women will waste a lot of time wanting a man to approach, instead of making it known that she is available to be pursued.
Well, apparently that's what they do these days.
For especially if it's somebody that you don't know. Well, it doesn't matter if you know them or don't know them. Because especially if you're in this age range, you don't feel like wasting a lot of time.
Well, you don't have a lot of time.
Exactly. You don't feel like wasting a lot of time. So if somebody who you would like mind pursuing, it's okay for you to be like, bat an eye, do whatever a woman could do. Like, oh, that's nice. That's nice. Are you interested in going out?
That's what the woman just said?
Yeah. Are you interested in going out? Okay, let me know when you like to go out.
Well, why didn't he say that?
That's what I'm saying. A man may not know.
Why?
Or a man
What's
may not
wrong
do
with
it.
him? What's wrong
But
with
it doesn't
him?
matter. If a woman is interested in wanting to get to know this dude, then I don't think in 2023.
Is he interested?
We don't know. But she's letting him know that she's interested in being pursued. So here's an example. I was out one time and I was by myself. This is when I was married.
This when you was married?
Yeah.
What the heck we talking about?
I'm about to explain to you.
What the heck?
Listen, I was out one time.
No more outs by yourself.
I was out one time. I was
House music.
I was bowling. I was bowling. When I went bowling
you told
recently.
me about the bowling.
Yeah, and so I was bowling between there was a family that was next to me.
Yes.
And there was a couple that was next to me, and I was in the middle. Pause.
You said they was dating.
Right.
They was on a date.
They was on a date.
Yes.
And so when the women asked me, that was by myself, and they were like, "You didn't have no friends come to bowl with you?" I said, "Oh
what
yeah."
Women?
There was a family. It was a family. It was 2 women and like a bunch of children.
Okay.
I don't know who was who. I didn't, it wasn't none of my business. And the woman was like, I was sitting over there. I was eating pizza between my bowling. And they was like, none of your friends came to bowl with you? I was like, oh no. I asked them if they wanted to come. They said they didn't want to, so I just went bowling. And so I went to bowl again, and they were like, well, you can come join us if you want to. I was like, no, that's okay. I'm fine. And
Go ahead.
After I did that,
you told me this.
I was getting ready to leave, and one of the women was like, so you said you're traveling, you're from around here? I said, no, I'm from around here. And then I just walked out and left. That was like as I was getting my coat on and I was leaving. But that was her little haymaker in saying, trying to strike up a conversation with me and saying, like, are you from around here? And trying to start a conversation. You
think that was your open to, like, if you weren't married, a man to say, I am around here, and then have a conversation. What else did you think she was gonna say?
Well, it was like, she led with, are you traveling? You said you were traveling, which I never said I was traveling.
Yeah, where'd that come from? I didn't even have
a conversation, but that was a way of saying, so are you from around here?
So are you saying that's how a woman could say, I'm interested? Oh, that's what you're saying? Yeah. She was interested in you?
So she opened the door for me to pursue, and I pursued to the car. It was very coy. It was a random question. It wasn't flirtatious. It wasn't overt, but it was like a topic of conversation to see if I'm from around here. Like if I'm not traveling, then I'm from around here, and then I can see her again.
How old they look with all them kids?
They were in my age group.
They was in their 50s?
Yeah.
Was the kids little?
No, they were like teenagers? Late teens, maybe early 20s.
Oh, they was teenagers. Kids.
They were like 18, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Oh.
Age range. They were like tall, skinny.
I thought it was little kitty.
No,
like
no.
Like
there was like
7,
4 of
8.
them, and then two of the ladies. I don't know whose child was whose. So that was a way of her letting it known that she was willing to be pursued. And I think that is appropriate for somebody in that age to do.
That's different than, because when you say, I'm thinking of a woman. I'm saying, I like you.
See, you're so narrow-minded with it.
I know. I'm very literal. So it's like I didn't think of a scenario. I'm just thinking of the woman. However a man is approaching a woman, I'm thinking the woman is doing it that way. But you're saying no, not like that.
She can be very coy, be very suggestive, be very subtle, or make a comment. I don't think this woman was pursuing me or letting it known.
She was just trying to see. Maybe.
Yeah. But
she might have just being nice because you was by yourself.
Yeah, but she threw a haymaker. She threw a big, huge softball up there for me to like knock out the park. And I was like, I'm going to let that thing drop and I'm going to go to my car. Okay, so here's the scenario that we want to do.
Somebody sent us?
Yeah, somebody sent us a scenario. Okay, ready? Why 3 times, Bernie?
I like it loud. Wait, that wasn't good. Wait. Yeah.
Here's the scenario. Here we go, yo. Say what's the scenario?
Is,
The scenario
is that a song?
yes. It's a song from the 90s.
Sorry.
It's a rap song. You wouldn't know it probably.
I wouldn't know.
You know, actually you do know it. You just didn't know
that wasn't the chorus.
That was the chorus of the song.
Oh, it didn't sound
That was
familiar.
actually the intro of the song.
Oh, that's probably why.
Anyway, here is the scenario. Scenario is that Bernie and I we're not married. We're not Bernie and Heath Wiggins now. We are Bernie, and then we are Heath, and we're out on a date to dinner. We're not in a relationship, and
we're just friends.
We're just friends. And action. How you doing, Bernie? How's your week?
Good. It was a little tiring, but it was good.
Really, you look good.
Thank you.
Why are you so shy and bashful now?
Okay, I gotta remember it's not you. No reason.
Okay.
How was your week?
Week was good rather. Did a lot of got a lot of stuff done this week. I was thinking about a lot of things, and there was a lot of things that I was really pondering and praying about, and that's kind of what I want to talk about today.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yes, I would like. You want anything to drink?
Yes, I have some water with lemon, please.
Okay, let me water for lemon for the lady, and let me get some Sprite. Sprite. Thank you. Yeah. What was I saying?
You were saying that you have been pondering on some things?
Oh yeah. I've been pondering some things. So we've known each other for not that long a time, and
yeah, we've been friends for a little while.
Yeah, and you cool. I kind of feel like I want to take this to the next level. What do I mean?
Yeah, what do you mean?
That's a good question.
Because we're friends.
Yeah, we're friends, and so I've liked spending time with you. I enjoy our conversations. I think you're beautiful, and you are a great person. Your spirit is very warm. Mm-hmm. You're very loving and caring.
Aww.
And that's something that I value highly, and I want to be connected with that.
Oh.
And I think in a more serious way for me, that's a benefit for you. I don't know what your assessment of me is, how you feel about me, which I understand. You probably have your own feelings and so forth, but I would definitely like to, as I'm getting to know you, continue to get to know you, but get to know you in a way that leads towards something more, significant.
Well, I think we are good friends, and we're just getting to know each other as friends. I think that's good. At that point right there, I think that's a good.
So let me ask you, how do you feel about me? What are your thoughts about me? Am I just some dude that you just out with today because it's a Saturday and we hanging out, or what are your thoughts about me?
I think you're a good friend. I enjoy spending time with you as a friend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think you're a good friend, and I enjoy spending time with you because as a friend, I think we both go to the same church, and we have friends at the church, and I think it's.
So you friend zoning me. I understand.
Yeah, because just this time in my life, it might be some walls up and things that I'm just not really ready to get into anything serious.
I've been trying to knock them walls down. But it's real hard, and I understand you have some, you told me about some of these situations you've been through, so I definitely understand.
Right.
Well, look, I'm not trying to make this weird. You kind of know where I stand, and I'm not gonna try to push you. I'm not trying to make you do anything you don't want to do. I definitely still want to continue being friends with you, and if at this point in time you're not, looking at something more significant, then I definitely understand and respect that. I do know some people that, blow up relationships by sending penis pics of to women when they feel like they've been friend zoned.
What?
Yeah, I know. A guy friend of mine.
Oh my gosh.
He would send a
it's
penis
crazy
pic,
out here in these streets.
A penis pic of himself
what
to the girl
heck?
who he thought was friend zoning him, to make it clear this ain't a friend thing. I don't do that. I might show you.
But that would not make me. I don't get it, but whatever.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's immature, very immature. But I'm not doing that. I just wanted to share with you my thoughts and how I felt about you and kind of where I see myself in the future. If you want to roll with me, I'll be more than happy to bring you along with me. But if you don't, I'm enjoying my time spending with you.
Yeah, I'm not looking for anything serious right now. I like getting to know you as a friend right now. That's just kind of where I am right now.
Okay, that's cool. Is it okay if we, still talk and hang out? I don't want this. I don't want you to feel like, oh, let me get away because he's doing too much.
Actually, I'm fine with that as friends, but I need to ask you, will you be okay being around me since you have all these feelings and things? I'm not sure it's a good idea that we still kind of hang out because I'm just looking at you as a friend. I enjoy your company as a friend.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's good for you because you've been having pondering
Look,
and been
I'm
praying.
a grown man. I know what I'm doing.
Praying and stuff. And, I don't know what you might, I don't think you said.
The Lord reveals things over time in certain ways. He may be revealing to me that you're just not the one, and that's cool. He may be revealing to you that I am the one, and that's cool. But because of who you are, and the kind of relationship that you have with the Lord, mm-hmm. I don't want to. I don't want to. I would say lose, but not in a not that I have something to lose. Mm-hmm, but I don't want to lose the interaction in the kind of relationship that we're building. I think that's real cool.
Okay. Well, I don't mind hanging out as a friend. You never know. But right now, I'm not really interested in anything serious. But who knows down the road if something might change? Maybe not. I'm not there right now.
Okay, cool. That's fine. I know how to wait you out. No, I'm just kidding. And cut.
You forgot to say I fasted and prayed and I love you. That's what the main thing. He said, I've been fasting. She's like, how do you know you love me? Because I fasted and prayed. And then I was supposed to try to address that.
I couldn't bring myself to say that.
That was the scenario.
I couldn't bring myself to say
oh my God.
I fasted and prayed. Okay, rewind.
That was the scenario.
How you know that? Because I've been fasting, I've been praying about this. And I realized this may sound weird, but I love you. So let me just explain what that means to me.
Because we're just friends. I'm trying to figure out how you love me.
It's not about the status that we're in. Because you can be my coworker, and I may decide to love you. It's who you are and the qualities of woman that you are, and the how you reverence and revere Christ in your life, and how that manifests in all facets and forms, at least from what I know. And when we talk about love, the way that Christ loved the church, it's something that he's willing to give of himself to that other person for their benefit. And based upon who you are and the qualities that you possess, I see you as someone that I can give things of who I am to that will benefit you and glory and yeah, I just see myself being willing to give you that. And so, that's why I'm saying I love you. I know that might be a little too much for you.
It is a bit much.
Yeah. I fasted and prayed about it. and I'm okay. I'm comfortable with being who I am and being this person. You may not be, which I perfectly understand. If you want to leave now, I definitely understand. I'll call the Uber. No, you drove here, so you're good.
Right.
But that's just where I am. How do you feel about that? Or what are your thoughts about that?
About you fasting and praying and you're saying that you love me now.
Yeah.
Now you did a whole explanation on what you meant by love, whatever. I'm not sure everybody would have that kind of explanation, which I feel like that's not what that.
Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate that. You want some? You get the lady some? Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The whole touching thing is irritating. Stop touching me. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, I understand that you fasted and prayed, and so that's how you know that you love me. But and the way you explained it was very interesting, and it made sense biblically.
Okay. What are your thoughts about that?
Well, my thoughts about it is that I don't feel that way right now. I feel like we're good friends, and we probably should stay in that lane because that's what works for me right now. I'm not sure if I'll ever have those feelings. So I understand if you don't want to be friends or hang out anymore. But right now, I'm just not there.
So you're saying you're not sure if I want to be friends? I'm just telling you.
If you don't, I don't mind hanging out and being friends, but you just said you love me, and that might be too much for you because I don't feel like that towards you. But you said you fasted and prayed, but you love me like Christ loved the church. I don't know if that's what you said. I can't remember. It was a lot. You said a lot, so I don't remember. But that explanation was.
I understand what you're saying. What I'm saying is that what I am emitting from me towards you is love. If you do not have that redirected or reciprocation towards me, that's not a problem for me because I'm being authentic to who I am and how I want to show up to you and for you. And this is a representation of who I am. If you're just saying, I don't want to be friends with you, I'm just done, then I understand that also. I don't have any, I'm shooting shots, and if I miss some fire, that's fine too. I'm a grown man. I've been in this game a long time. So
yeah, I'm not saying we can't be friends. I'm fine being friends.
Okay,
I'm just saying
cool.
I don't have those same feelings right now.
I understand that. That's cool. I don't want to make this weird. I probably have made it weird, but
yeah, by just saying you fast and prayed. And
okay,
that's how you know you love me. That was a little bit weird.
So let's change the topic and talk
friends.
about something else then. And cut.
Okay, so this is the problem with that.
What?
That you made when he said you put Heath in there and you shouldn't have did that.
I don't,
because you said I fasted and prayed. That's how I know I love you. He didn't give all that explanation where she probably would have received that, and I had to reject it because I'm like, well, that makes a lot of sense, but that's Heath. That man did not say that.
I cannot.
Oh my God, you're gonna have to cut that.
I cannot do a situation
like,
where
what are you doing? You just Heathed it.
I did Heath it because I had to do a scenario how I would do it if I were doing it,
and that made too much good sense. You can't do that.
I had to make sense of it.
I couldn't. That part.
I couldn't play myself and just be like, "Hey, I just love you," and I'm like,
and you fasted and prayed.
And I fasted and prayed,
That's
and
why
I loved you.
You're supposed to leave it there.
I can't.
You can't even show that part of the scenario because you Heathed it.
No, I'm a Heath it. That's what the scenario is. I'm a Heath scenario.
All right, but that ain't what the man said to her. She probably would receive that. She probably would receive it.
I don't know what to tell you. I can't do it any other way. But the whole point of the scenario is to interact it how to do it how you would do it in that scenario, or explain how it could be done in a way that is acceptable.
And I left it open because she's still there. And I left it where I still want to be your friend and hang out because maybe I might feel that way later, but right now I don't.
Right.
Which
so when you said, maybe I might feel that way later, I was like, aha, that's the hope that I'm hanging on to.
Right.
Because you haven't ruled it out completely.
Well,
even though if you did rule it out, you were trying to be nice by saying, maybe I feel that way later.
And I didn't cut you completely off and say, I don't really think we should be friends because that's not really what she's doing. So I just... Right. Yeah, I don't mind being a friend. Yeah, we can do it if it's okay with you, if you can handle this.
Right. And what that just means is I'm going to wear you down.
Which is what he probably going to do.
That's what he's waiting for. Because as long as you give him access, as long as he has access, then he is going to wait you out.
Especially if ain't nobody else saying hello. That feels good. Giving you gifts every week. Are you kidding? You should be giving those gifts back. What are you doing?
Because, it's better than nothing.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's going to wear her down. She's going to start saying, maybe you should wear this and be fixing it because the pressure socks or whatever. I don't want to see what she, I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
Because for a stranger to say that ain't you, I can't do it. Yeah. I don't even know you. And you just said that ain't me. What?
You give too much information, Bernie.
Oh, well, you're not going to do this. I thought
I gotta end it. I'm trying to end it.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Okay, so that was a scenario, y'all. If you have scenarios you want us to play out, please send us the scenarios in the comments or DM us in our DMs on our social medias. Also, if you see this link, if you see this clip, when you watch clips of ours, please go back and watch the entire YouTube channel, entire YouTube video.
To see the whole video.
Right, to see the whole video. So thanks for now, and anything else missing?
Nope. See ya.
Okay, we'll see you in the next one.
What episode is this?
Bye.
Bye.
This is episode number 6.